Good morning, I'm Tyne Morgan coming to you from our Kansas City studios. Clinton is on vacation. Well, USDA has just released its first winter wheat crop condition ratings of the year. At last report, the agency had said 20% of the crop was in moderate drought and 32% was in the severe drought condition category. And right now, the agency reports that only 30% of the crop is rated good to excellent, with 36% rated very poor to poor. Last year at this time, 53% of the crop was rated good to excellent, especially hard hit Texas, where 57% of the winter wheat crop is rated very poor, and just 7% is considered good. None of it is rated excellent. Well, right now, many farmers in those drought areas are facing tough decisions. Do they fertilize the winter wheat crop or just plow it under? Some farmers telling me grain buyers are offering them $10 a bushel cash for wheat, but they simply don't have a crop to give. Brian Brooks will be the first to tell you.
Yeah, you can just tell how abusive this winter's been.
A farmer in an area used to arid climate says this winter has been brutal.
The last big rain event we had was in August.
80% of the dryland wheat in this area may not make it this year, with some acres not even sprouting because it was too dry.
We've had 4/10 of moisture this year so far. And a lot of it just came, half a tenth here and just no large margin. We've had a lot of wind and it's just been very destructive on everything.
Brooks is one of many farmers facing a bleak picture in the southern high plains.
If you look at the November to February period, second driest on record behind only that 2017-18.
This map shows the ranking of moisture this fall, with areas of the Texas High Plains and southeast Colorado seeing the driest November through February on record. Wheat fields bear the scars of just how brutal Mother Nature can be.
If you look at Texas, currently more than 80% of the winter wheat crop is rated in very poor to poor condition.
Brooks seems to be in ground zero of the drought this year.
We even had events, after 50, 60 mile an hour winds, the road graders have to come out and push the sand off. It's drifting up kind of like what snow does. And it's a challenge this year. This is one of the driest years we've had since 11.
And as the weather warms up, Ben Brown of University of Missouri says we'll get a much better picture for just how poor conditions are in the plains.
And we've certainly seen with some warmer weather and some sunshine the last couple of weeks that wheat has really greened up. And a lot of farmers are out there looking at whether they're going to fertilize it and take that crop all the way to seed, or if they're going to plow it under and plant corn and soybeans.
And Brown says depending on abandonment, that could change the overall acreage picture for 2022. But for now, Brown knows there's not much that can be done to save some of this winter wheat.
We're going to continue to see elevated prices, and we're probably going to see higher prices as we move forward, just as we start to get into the spring crop growth cycle.
Well, in an effort to help livestock